Hey guys, this is What If. I really don't want to talk about this too much, but I kind of already talked about it once before, so I thought I might as well update you guys on what's going on. And unfortunately, last Sunday, Dad went to the ER for the second time. Instead of this happening when it was at work, this time it happened at the house. So, to explain what they did the first time is when he came back home, they gave him like this vest, kind of. It literally looks like a man bra. It kind of does, but basically it's a thing to keep. It's supposed to regulate or check on the heart rate and everything and all that. And once it becomes irregular, it'll give you a warning that it'll shock you. And the shock is like the equivalent of like a horse kicking you. Like that's how violent the shock is. So on Sunday, yeah, he didn't really do too much. The only thing he did that last Sunday was he there was like a mold up in my mom's bedroom, like on the ceiling, and he cut like around it and replaced it or filled it back in with new ceiling, like a little square block. So I guess doing that possibly might have been too much for him. I don't know what, but he was fine all day prior to that, and after he did that, he said it was fine. And then he went upstairs. He was ready to go to bed and everything, and then he just felt pain. And I was in my room at the time. I just woke up, and I was just looking at my phone and everything, and just chilling. And I'm just hearing just a lot of beeping. I heard him yell. I think the thing shocked him the first time, and Mom was saying, or at least how she was wording it to me, was he didn't know what to do, so he was just like kneeling down, and then the shock pushed him so much it just sent him forward. So that's fucking scary. But yeah, it was just, so once that like goes off and it shocks you, you have to call 911. So that's what they did. That's what my mom did. So then that's when, you know, they come to the house, or the ambulance came to the house. So there was two ambulances. One was like the standard ambulance. The other one was for the thing that he had on him, like those people specifically that I came for that too. So then, yeah, they came to the house. The machine like wanted to keep that like yeah he's wearing, like it wanted to keep shocking him, but there's a thing where you can cancel it. But it just wanted to keep shocking him, and that thing is pretty damn like violent. So if that thing kept shocking him like that, or that sort of pressure or just jolt that kept happening, like I don't know, he probably would have broken ribs and stuff. Like it's not pretty. Thankfully, they didn't want to. Thankfully, he kept repeating it because the ambulance is already coming. So then once the ambulance came, they made him lay down, and they were just checking his vitals and everything, and he just had low blood pressure. And the thing, like I was already downstairs at the time, so I basically was watching all this, and it's just kind of scary because you're not sure. It's just kind of just a scary situation. Thankfully, he was awake and alert and talking and stuff, but it seemed pretty serious because the blood pressure wouldn't go up, and it's very unusual. So I don't know, but they said that the EMT, they were saying like let the thing shock you, and so I pretty much watched the thing shock him, and it's just awful. It was awful looking at it because because Dad's like, I always kind of clarify him as like a stoic badass. He doesn't really, a lot of things don't get to him, or a lot of things don't hurt him. So to see him in actual like pain like that when it jolted him and everything, it's just scary. So that was not fun. So then they took him, and prior to that, thank God, after the first one, after the first hospital visit, we only have one family vehicle now. My car doesn't start ever, and Dad had his own vehicle, but that was a work truck. and the boss wouldn't let him bring the work truck or anything home. So we only have one vehicle, and that one vehicle had brake issues after the first incident. So we were very worried because we didn't know, if Dad was going to have another issue. God forbid, like, if it were to happen, we wouldn't have had a fucking vehicle to go down in. But thankfully, in that time period, my sister's boyfriend was able to get, put the brake ducts on the truck and everything. So he came in absolutely clutch and helped us out in that, and it was great. So then this begins what feels like near week. Mom was down there with them the whole time. I was down there like the initial night, and then later on in the week. But I was just here, just taking care of the house and just making sure the dog gets fed and everything. So, just Mom was just updating me. They were just saying his condition is extremely unusual because normally you would have a high blood pressure, and in his case it was low, and yeah, it's just very rare. One doctor was saying to my mom, like, out of the 34 years he's seen it, it's a very rare case or something. So then Dad had one of his first little surgeries. So what they did on Wednesday, he already had a defibrillator on him. So there's the pacemaker and a defibrillator in him, and they were just trying to shock the heart to get the pattern, or the heartbeat, to be on a regular pattern because it's irregular. So Thursday or Wednesday, Wednesday was scary just because hearing what I heard now is that it didn't work the first time. It didn't work, and it seemed like, I don't know if his heart just stopped beating or what. I'm not 100% sure, but it was just very fucking scary because they had to shock him 6 times. Now I don't know if it wasn't like that vest or anything on him at that point, but I don't know if it was the things where you say clear and then you do that. I don't know if it was that, but they had to shock him 6 times just to get him back, and it was fucking scary just hearing about it. So I was scared shitless. But on Friday they wanted to do it again to try something else. I don't know what exactly it was, but on Friday I went down with my mom because we were all kind of worried because at this point he was already really exhausted and everything, and also they're putting him on medicine that makes his heart work less so it can just relax. So he's just very tired and out of it, and it's just a sight you don't like seeing like that. It was just fucking awful. So on Friday, he had to get this done again, and we were just worried because though these guys are trained, these are specialists and everything, they know what they're doing. You always think in the back of your mind, this little talk could be the last. You don't know. So it was really fucking scary. So they told us the whole procedure would take, at least this one would take 15 minutes. Not even 10 minutes went by and the doctor came out and he said he was fine. It worked on the first shock and everything became a regular pattern. So after the doctor left and explained what went on, I cried. I cried. It was a great relief because I didn't know. And the thing is, before all that happened, one of my good friends, Ed, he actually gave me a crazy sum of money. I don't want to disclose anything, but it was enough to the point where for 5 months we can have this house still. He's literally saved us from being houseless, because with this situation going on, it's not fucking fun. It's scary because if Dad can't work, there's no way we can even uphold this house. We would have to move to where? I don't know. A trailer, probably. I don't know. So I'm not sure. Even if I worked, and even if I did get a normal job, first of all, I need my own vehicle. That's another problem. There's just So I don't know, but Ed literally saved us from that for a while. I can't even express how good that is. But this is the part of the video where I have to ask if you guys. I didn't even finish the story, but yeah, after all that stuff happened on Friday, he was actually allowed to be discharged and come back home that very same day. I was kind of shocked. I didn't know they were going to let him go that early. I thought they would keep him another day, but no. So, yeah, he was discharged and he came home. We got Arby's, and he ate. He was in a good mood. He was definitely a little tired, but he ate. He was fine. I mean, it was surreal, but I mean, I was just glad. That was the point. Of just really glad. So after that, it's just been him just resting, taking it easy. My neck is bothering me. I guess I'm so fucking tense right now. But yeah, he's just been resting. His shoulders and his chest kind of hurt. I asked him, like, can he breathe? Is that? Just seemed like he was sore, because I'm assuming whatever they did, the pacemaker was like put up like here, so I'm imagining his shoulders sore, as well as probably the chest. I mean, I can only imagine getting shocked 7 times in 3 days is not fun. Probably doesn't like that, I guess. But yeah, so he's just sore. He's just resting. And I told him, like, he doesn't have to, before he went in for this one on Friday, I told him, like, you don't have to worry about anything. For now, I got it covered. This fan sent me this sum of money and everything, and he was just so relieved. I mean, it was great. It was really great to say that, to have a fan that would help that much out. But this is the part where I have to ask, simply, because I want to make this more public. I think I talked about it in the core admin chat that I'm in. But if there's any way you guys want to help out or donate or contribute to anything, because again, while it seems like I'll be okay for now, I don't know what the future holds, and I don't want to be in a position where we have to lose the house and possibly move it into a trailer. So I don't know. But if you guys want to help, I have in the description Streamlabs. That's one way to donate. That's usually the one I would use for live streams. That will be there, and also a PayPal that has a direct link to everything. So again, if you guys want to help, I was thinking of a GoFundMe. GoFundMe has a thing where if you have a certain goal, then and if you don't reach it, all that will get refunded. So I don't want to be in this position where we're a couple $100 short or whatever the goal would have been, and then to lose that. I mean, even if it was, I don't want to risk that. So, and the thing is, like, I hate asking. I really fucking do. I really hate asking. I don't have much of a choice right now. I was already telling Dad, like, if he wants to, because there's another place he used to work at that wasn't nearly as stressful than what the one he has now. Even if he worked there, I told him, like, Dad, if you want to go back there, that's fine. Even if you don't pay or get as much pay as you do now, I will help out. I will get a job. I'll go somewhere. I'll help you out with that. Because now I have no choice. I have to do it. And I was already kind of on the fence on whether I was going to keep doing YouTube or not. With the YouTube demonetization issue still happening, it's still not back, by the way. I reapplied on Friday, and it's Saturday or Sunday now, as you're seeing this. I'm trying to be optimistic and think like they're not cutting Saturday and Sunday, but it's like 6 days now, 6 business days, I guess, or 5. But I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever come back. So yeah, but then that causes another problem where, like, even if I wanted, a job, I have no fucking vehicle. The only vehicle I have is Mom's truck, and we have to factor in, like, my mom babysitting sometimes, so she needs to go to the truck and have the truck and pick my sister's kid up at the house and bring him back here. If I'm working, she's not gonna have a vehicle, so that causes a problem. And also, God forbid, if Dad has another issue or something happens and I'm at work, Mom's not gonna have any way to go down. What if it's you don't know? So you always want to have. That's it's just it would be way more convenient. It would cause less problems and everything, and that's one goal I've been trying to get, but just things have been the way. I haven't even got my car inspected because it was due in January, and I already gave Dad like the money and everything, so we're good on that. But Dad was having all these issues, and I didn't want to bother asking because he's already having this sort of stuff for quite some time now. So I didn't want to bother him with that because his life's more important than my car. But even then, like, it does have air conditioning, which I can live with sometimes. But having it sometimes start and then not start, I can't have that. It just wouldn't work. And even if Mom, like, hypothetically, if Mom even wanted to work somewhere, well, then we have that just causes more problems because how am I going to get there? It's just a shit show. Then I need dentures too. So hooray, more problems. So it's just a bunch of shit right now, and I hate asking for help, but guys, it's just I have no other choice. I have to ask, and that's really all that I have to say. If you guys want to help, the links are in the description. Again, Ed and Day 500 have already helped out a lot, and a couple of other people have as well. But I just don't know. I just don't know. So if people are watching this or people that are in the community, if they want to make their own video or want to help out in any way, whether if it's making video or talking about in a community tab or talking about on Twitter, either way to get this message spread across to help me out, I would appreciate it, because I usually try to keep it to myself. I usually try not to ask for shit because I'm already grateful with the things I have, but I don't want to lose this because of all this bullshit. So I don't know. I don't like making these videos. It really fucking sucks. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Leave it up to you guys and see. I just been tired. I think we're all kind of tired now. It's just a lot of worrying and trying to figure out what to do and everything. But yeah, that's all. That's it for me. I got nothing more to say. It's just videos. NASCAR 14 will come out in June if everything's fine. I have no clue. NASCAR Heat 3 might be ending within this month. I don't know. I'll try to keep videos out as much as I humanly possibly can, so there's no vacancy in the channel. So yeah, I don't know. That's it for me. I got nothing more to say. It's just, I just hope it. I don't know. I'll see you all later, and have a good day, everyone.